Alright, Dawid X coming to join you.
Great stuff, thank you.
We just invite him to the party for you.
Willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome to Celeritas. It's Race 5, Division 2. Tonight it's Canada. We can't wait to get started. We've had some huge problems on the technical side, so we've missed qualifying. We're going to head up straight into the race tonight. What I can tell you, for those on the stream, is we do have a starting order, and it's just being assembled right now. Hi to Carrera fan on the chat already. Nice to see you straight away. We did see MC Gamer, who has installed new pedals already tonight, coming in pole. Dittle Lick taking a customary position high up in the grid. SFX, first divisional race for him. He was racing yesterday with us in our exhibitional race. He qualified third, with iExotic fourth, Ashtube fifth. And on the co-commentary tonight, I have Pricey and Dawidek.
Well, I think Pricey just left, but yeah, hello.
Awesome. Well, hey Dawidek.
How's it going?
It's going better right now than it did a few minutes ago.
That's good to hear.
I think everybody's getting ready now, and thank you to everybody for the patience and for forgiveness for the terrible technical difficulties I've had.
Yeah, very unfortunate, but just have to deal with it.
Yeah, I'm seeing some problematic network statuses here.
Yeah.
As well. I was just saying, Dawidek, MC Gamer, he's installed new pedals this afternoon, and he's already got pole position. So.
Oh, okay.
I still haven't had an update from him whether he's managed to eat dinner yet, or
well, I guess
delay
we'll
it.
Find out.
Yeah.
You never know with him, do you? 1 minute he could just disappear like that.
That's right. Bacon has been doing a sterling job getting ready with everybody.
Yeah.
He's the admin of Division 2. He's also the standings leader right now, closely followed by Dittle Lick. So we're waiting to get going. But yeah, Bacon's been working incredibly hard this week, and especially tonight.
Yeah, it's been hard for him.
Yeah.
Like, none of us have really been active too much. This kind of just came out of nowhere. Like, I was so certain Storm was commentating with you, because I actually spoke to Storm today.
No, yeah, he told me there was something came up last minute, so sadly no joy from Storm tonight. We didn't get him last night either, so
yeah,
he's gonna manage a whole weekend off talking.
People are gonna miss him. I'm not though.
Ah, dear. So what are you expecting on the strategy side? I think we're going to have a wet start tonight.
Yeah, it's a wet start and then light rain during the middle. So I assume people are going to start in the wets. Then if the track gets like drier, I guess maybe some people will go in inters, but some people might just try to tough out till it gets dry towards the end of the race. But I'm not sure. I don't know if they could last on one set of tyres. So yeah, it could be a mixed strategy today.
I'm just checking in with Bacon to see if we will get a formation lap. I'm hoping we will.
Yeah, or those tyres are going to be ice cold.
Yeah. Excellent. Yeah, I think Pricey left us, so if you don't mind manning the chat, especially if we get a DNF, I'd quite like to try and catch people if possible. But yeah, it'd be great if you could invite people for me. Thank you. Hi to Lightning. Lightning in the chat. To Carrera fan, MC Gamer. He says he hasn't got dinner yet, but when dinner calls, we know that MC Gamer he goes for food.
Yeah, imagine if like he just kept racing all those races, because every time he's left, he's been in pretty good positions. I swear on start he was leading, and
Definitely.
then he just went for dinner. So yeah,
No.
quite unfortunate for his time schedule with his dinners.
I was hoping to see some rain this weekend, but wow, that's quite a lot of rain. We're seeing on screen.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit chaotic. Like, yeah, I think it's gonna be a wet start, so everyone's gonna be starting on the wets.
So full wet. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, looks like it.
It's a slippery track at the best of times.
Canada's actually a pretty hard track for wet as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fast wee corners. So yeah, a lot of people are gonna lose it, I reckon, in the first lap.
Well, okay. Hopefully we'll see some exciting developments. We'll give you the grid breakdown as soon as we can see the full grid on the screen. How difficult is it to get the tyres up to temperature in the rain on the formation lap, Dowdek?
It can be quite difficult, especially that you want to keep a distance between people. But especially the rears, in my opinion, they're the hardest to get temperature in them because you can't really go fast. So yeah, the rears, I think everyone's going to be struggling with.
Look at that start-finish straight. That's absolutely waterlogged. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Got yourself a full-on wet race.
I know we had an incident with Ben. He and Liakos had an issue, and Ben ended up with a penalty, I think, and getting disqualified.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that in the chat.
So I'm expecting those bottom 4 or 5 drivers. They have a lot more pace than their qualifying position.
Would you look at that? VSFX, he's making his Premier League debut for this league. Qualified in P3. That's pretty good.
I know that last night he had some connection problems, as well as
that's one worry.
as well as some practice races that was happening this afternoon. So it is a shame. We've got Dan Crowley joining us from Ireland, I think, tonight. Guest reserve driving in Force India, down in 15th. Zonic in 14th, and Bacon. We've got 2 drivers, Dawidek, who will start on cold tyres for sure.
Yeah. Alan Good and Southern Pat, that's going to be very dangerous for them.
I think caution will be the watchword at the start here. Cohen just getting ready. Cohen's been DSQ'd as well, and Porchy.
Yeah, that's not good. Oh my god, everyone's getting DSQ'd.
What's going on? Is that connection?
I don't know, maybe.
Wow, okay. So, yeah, we've got SFX driving the AlphaTauri, and it's in all McLaren front row. So it's been a number of years since we've seen that in real life.
Yeah.
And there, of course, is the Wall of Champions, which a lot of people are very nervous about.
Yeah, guilty. I'm so nervous about that wall.
So it looks like we've got 6 drivers starting on cold tyres, spread throughout the grid in pairs. Definitely something to watch out for.
Yep.
I think we're almost ready to get going.
I'm pretty nervous for the start. I'm expecting a safety car, like, not because of the driver, just because it's full on wet conditions, and a lot of people did get disqualified from information lot. So yeah, I guess we'll just have to find out.
It's 5 lights. It's
Oh my
lights
God.
out and go, go, go. A drive-through jump start for Carrera Fan. The McLaren's coming away in formation, blocking the track for anybody else, but it is... MC Gamer takes the Vettel line at the start. He's pointing completely the wrong direction. Yellow flag blocking the track. Those brakes just didn't want to bite at all. So, yeah, straight down the order.
10-second penalty for that corner, Colin.
Shocking.
The end of this race.
Absolutely shocking start, but it does look like we've got SFX from Dittel at the start, at the front of the grid, a Renault of Exotic behind, with Ashtube, who's made up some places even despite having those cold tyres. Fighting under the bridge, change of surface conditioning. Here comes Ashtube in the Haas up the inside of Exotic. Exotic forced off to the inside of the corner. I can't quite make out. It looks like he's managed to hold on to the position at the moment, but the hairpin line favours Ash Tube. It looks like a Ferrari just bailed straight into the side of Exotic, and we've got trouble. We've got trouble down the grid. Down at the hairpin. Military Shadow, it looked like, turned around by the situation, possibly with the Branch Manch dive bomb and possible brake failure. Branch and Ash Tube immediately into the wall. That's our first contact at the final chicane. It looks like Branch has had a very action-packed first lap. He's pitted. Wow, okay, so SFX inherits the lead right now after that MC Gamer issue.
Yep.
Three cars in the pits. That really was.
Like that.
Yeah.
SFX is quite good in the wet from the trial I did with him. Like, his pace was really strong in the wet, so he could honestly get a good result here on his debut.
Okay. Yeah, let's hope his connection holds up and doesn't cause a problem. Look at Bacon. Bacon's made up, I think, 9 places on lap 2. So he's done an incredible job.
He's done a madness.
He's got a good line out of here. He's going to get much better traction, I fancy, than the Ferrari. Looks like Sozenpat just picked up a track limits abuse penalty as well. Bacon coming up behind Liakos. He'll get a good drive here, but will he get enough overspeed? No, not quite. Tucks in. Doesn't fancy a move, a late lunge down into the final chicane. But P5 currently for Bacon. He started P14.
Top 3 start to create quite a gap.
Definitely. I'm just looking at Military Shadow trying to take Sozenpat, but Sozenpat holding the turn 2 inside line and managing to repel that attack. Zonix in the pit now, dropping places. Here comes Shadow again, weaving around behind Sozenpat. This is a pretty close battle, but let's head up to the lead because Dittel is right there. Yeah. I know Dittel's got amazing pace, but has he got it?
He's got a really strong pace for Div too. I think we might be seeing a move on the straight.
Yeah, taking a slightly wider line. Should get good traction, but he's also got close attentions from Exotic behind him. Exotic could pick up a double toe here. Dittel's got great drive. A little bit of defence. He's forced to the outside. I don't think he's going to get him around the outside without DRS. And to prove me wrong, makes contact with the Wall of Champions.
I don't know if you got any damage from that.
I think Exotic went off, and then SFX slammed into the wall. Did SFX, was that deliberate, or was it coming out of the corner on a different line?
Not sure.
I don't think it was deliberate, but he has lost an end plate, sadly. So losing the lead and then hitting the wall shortly afterwards. Dittel taking his life in his hands, but I think he made sidewall contact against Wall of Champions, so not too difficult. Wow. Action everywhere, as usual, in Celeritas. Fabio trying to overtake SFX here. He'll obviously have better downforce with an intact car versus a car with one end plate. Gets the move done under the bridge, and it's SFX has gone from leading the race to being a bit of a moving roadblock. Davidek.
Yeah, MC Gamer's got a 3-second penalty, but Impossible Bacon looks like he might be trying to make a move on the Akos for P4.
Sweet.
But
Okay.
he gets a bit squirmy on the exit, so I don't think he's going to get it done.
I'm interested. I'm sure SFX is likely to be headed into the pits. This damage. How soon do you think people are going to be looking at Inters? Yeah, here comes SFX.
It just depends really a in my opinion.
Your favourite people.
They pretty much decide. Yeah, my favourite people in the world. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it can be like raining quite a lot, but it turns into interconditions, vice versa. So I just honestly do not know. They're very inconsistent.
Yeah,
So
I think you've got
we're just gonna be waiting for Jeff's call.
I think you're going to rue the day that you ever criticised Codemasters once EA get involved.
Yeah, let's hope EA does a better job. But EA are like my arch nemesis from my FIFA days, so I don't think it's going to be any better.
Just looking at Bacon, he's very close again through the chicane. May look for a move into the hairpin here. Not quite there. The problem, of course, with a wet track is unless you can force your opponent into a mistake, they have the better grip on the natural racing line.
Yeah.
You're automatically compromising yourself going offline to overtake them, so sometimes it's better as a defence just to drive the racing line.
Yeah, I'd say so. Unless you're Max Verstappen, he makes his own lines.
True. True. Well, Bacon does look to be the closest battle at the moment. 3/10 here, and he's pushing Liakos really hard right now.
You know, it's quite crazy that there hasn't been any safety cars yet, and we have seen quite a lot of incidents.
Absolutely, yeah. Lightning called that on the chat.
Yeah, I just seen that.
Yeah, so yes, just to confirm, of course, question on the chat. This is Webbo and Dawidek joins me on comms. So yeah, Bacon trying again here. It's lap 6. Let's stay with him.
It's going to be a pretty long race.
I think it will. I think it will. Bacon's so close.
Strategy will be key on this race, I reckon. Just about if he makes the right calls. Alright, he's looking for an overtake here.
Definitely.
Really got a good exit. Problem is there's no DRS, so if the Alpha uses DRS on the straight each time, it's going to be very hard for Bacon to pass him, which appears that's what's happening. How much the Alpha is gaining on him on the straights.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm just going to check out this penalty situation. I know we've had a lot of warnings about track limits in Canada. MC Gamer has 13 seconds for that combination. He really has the worst luck at the moment at the start of this season. Let's head down the grid a bit because I don't think it looks like Bacon is able to make much of a move at the moment. Ashtube, MC Gamer, Cohen, they're all close together. Looks like, was that a little bit of contact?
Yeah, I think Ash Gamer hit the
3 cars wide.
It's a recipe for disaster.
It definitely is. This is a really tricky corner.
Yeah.
Short shift is the recipe of the day. Is that just the Haas in the rain, or has he lost some elements of the front wing? The Haas is okay. Just thinking about Ashtube here. Military Shadow trying to make the best of this situation. He's managed to get Ben. Ben's made up a lot of places. We know that he started at the back. A little bit of weaving. These cars are very close together in the rain. This is nervous.
Yeah.
Nervous times.
Scared me. Especially going into the chicane here. That's just scary. You've seen what happened with the Levick on setbacks. So yeah.
And I think we must have a shout out to MC Gamer. He's driving some of the wettest conditions possible. He got pole, and he's keeping the car on the track at the moment with brand new pedals. That's no mean feat. Here comes Ash on the inside of Cohen. Looks like he's going to get him. Yeah, gets him into that first chicane. We've just lost Alan Gold. I wonder why.
Yeah, you tied in pits, I think.
Oh, okay.
Or he didn't, but no, he never. Was that Ferrari?
Ferrari, yeah.
Liakos.
But he was, of course, fighting with Bacon, so
Yeah.
I wonder if they came to blows.
Damage. Yeah. Right hand plate is missing.
On Bacon or Liakos?
Liakos.
Right.
So he's going to have to go pit. I'm not sure what happened between them, if Liakos just, messed up and lost control, or came to Tata, so...
Definitely, it's a bit of a
Bacon's
mystery.
got 7 seconds to make up. Quite a lot.
It is.
Especially second time of year. Commentator scars.
Our exotics slightly too far back to profit from Dittle's penalties. It looks like Liakos heading in the pits, I believe. Or was that a McLaren? No, that was MC Gamer in the pits.
Yeah.
That won't be for damage. He's going on Inters.
Yeah, Inters.
And a front wing change. It wasn't visible damage on that front wing.
Has made up 10 positions, I just noticed.
Fabulous, yeah. Yeah, good drive from Dan.
11 positions made up, so yeah, a lot of people have lost a lot of positions and vice versa. So this race has been a bit crazy.
Definitely, yeah. Sozenpat up 11 is the biggest gainer, but shortly followed by Dan and Bacon at the moment. Though we don't yet know what happened with Bacon and Liakos.
Yeah.
So progress is stalled. That bottom of the points group is still locked together. Ashtube, Cohen, Military Shadow, Carrera Fan, all within a second of the car ahead. But not enough overspeed. Here we go. It looks like Ash and Cohen exchanging places. Ash got a move done into the final chicane, compromised his exit, but Cohen wasn't able to get past him. He will challenge into turn 1. Takes to the inside, but not alongside enough to make the move done, and it looks like Military Shadow was completely compromised there and may lose a place to Carrera Fan. Getting into turn 3. No, he did get decent enough traction. So Ashtube made a place and looks to be driving away from Cohen at the moment. A late lunge.
Both have 9-second worth of penalties.
A late lunge from Military Shadow ends up getting himself turned around. He was just behind. It was just behind Cohen on the entry to the corner. So, yeah.
Unfortunate for him. I'm not sure if he's got damage from that. I assume so. Actually, no visible damage. So,
yeah.
Might be alright. I wonder if we're going to see some people swap into Inters anytime soon. If you went to Inters, was it MC Gamer?
Yeah. He definitely there was definitely green tyres going on when I saw him in the pits.
Yeah, I'm going to have a look to see if the Inters are getting faster now.
Okay. Ben's progressed very well from the back of the grid, 10 places, and he's got good speed at the moment. He's catching the Carrera Fan Cohen train. It's been a bit of a Cohen train tonight so far. This is not your closest battle on the grid, because right now MC Gamer, he was close to Liakos and Military Shadow, but Military Shadow has now pitted. How's his pace looking at the moment, Dawodet?
I don't know, it just looks like they're very similar, but
okay.
I couldn't really tell because I think Military Shadow had damage. Yeah, he had damage, so it's not a really good comparison, but he was gaining on him.
Yep.
I'll let you know soon. It looks like they're about equal right now. So we might see the swap point coming up very shortly.
Cohen's really close back to Ashtube, who I was expecting to drive away. I wonder if Ash made a mistake. It's right under the wing. He's gone for it, but really outbrakes himself big time. May lose out here, but it looks like Carrera Fan gave him a generous amount of space to recover the car. So Carrera not not looking to drive someone off the track, taking things pretty carefully. Has Bacon just pitted? I think he has. Bacon, Exotic have both pitted, so they both think it's time, and Dittle stays out.
MC Gamer did close down on branch transfer about 8 tenths, 9 tenths.
That's
so
pretty significant then, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're at the swap off point now.
Okay.
MC Gamer went again though.
Is that right?
He retires.
Dittle, I think early on, he wouldn't have started on Inters, would he? No, he's just come out the pits, and I'm reading him as leading the field at the moment.
Apparently he is.
I wonder if he got an underlap over everybody else. Check out the chat. Check out the chat, Dawidak. MC Gamer's off for dinner again.
Oh my god. Now, at some point this might become a problem, not even gonna lie.
We're gonna have to start doing penalty points for allowing food to get the better of your racing.
What, is that like 3 now? 3 times he's done that?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Crazy.
Apparently he used the clutch instead of the brake on the first corner.
I did that before.
Yeah. I can't even criticise because I've done it so many times playing Dirt 2. I've done it so many times. I actually changed the clutch pedal to be the handbrake. So I do double heel towing now with the clutch being.
We just had like 2 people retire in pits.
Oh wow, what's happened?
Yes, I think they just given up.
I tried to get hold of Sweaty yesterday on his retirement as well, but I didn't manage to get hold of him.
The people that retired.
Yeah, let's see if we can get any of them and find out what went wrong. Carrera fan pits. Looks like nearly everybody's pitting, but Cohen, Porchy and Ben have stayed out on wets right now. I wonder if they were boxed into a situation, forgive the pun, but boxed into a situation for their teammates being in the pits on their favoured lap.
Yeah, but yeah, the Inters are definitely the much higher, the much faster compound right now.
Yeah.
So the longer they stay out, the more time they're going to lose.
Is it? Have we got in the game the idea that the tread depth drops on the wets, as they do in real life, and end up being almost a slick?
I'm not sure.
It's not something I've been able to see visually. But Porchy's got good pace, and Ben in his teammate's car behind him, they're both driving really well. It looks like Ben might have let Porchy go. Those guys both pit. Ben is our sole wet runner who stayed out, but it looked exactly to me like he was forced into that because Porchy pitted.
Yeah.
No, Pricey confirming that the tread depths don't drop, sadly. So.
Yeah.
Because we've seen that in real life, you can run them so long that they end up being a better dry tyre than an Inter. I've just watched Ben lose it. Can he rescue this? He's just missed the barrier. Masterful save, but has lost quite a bit of time. I think his wets are cooked.
Yeah, his wets must be screaming at this point.
Yeah, that's it. 1 or 2 laps too long for Ben. Careful, I think he's losing. I think he's got no braking. It really looked like he tried to bail out of that move and just get some space on the track, but the gap was always going to close on him.
Like just picked up another 3-second penalty, so he's got 6 now.
Wow.
So if we get a little safety car, Babu's in a really good spot. And he's got no penalties at the moment. That's the same with Dan.
Brilliant, yeah. Looks like Ben is so slow that Porchy's just overtaken him after pitting within 1 lap. So obviously he had those 2 incidents, but that's a big loss of game position for Ben here, which is a shame because he was doing so well.
Yeah, he was up with P4 from starting last.
Yes.
Really good start.
Yeah. Just looking at Dan, he's pretty close behind Sozen Pat here.
Yeah.
Has everybody disappeared from the PlayStation, Dawid? We're not able to get any of our early retirees. Oh, it's a shame.
Very massive.
Looks like Dan's just made a little error and allowed Carrera fan to get really close here. See if Carrera fan can hold on to that gap until they get down to the hairpin. He got good drive there out of the chicane after the bridge. Not quite close enough, I don't think. It's less spray than the start of the race, but still quite a bit of spray in the air. So every single runner now on similar age inters. Just go back and look at that penalty situation. You're absolutely right.
Crazy.
I mean, I don't know what else has to happen for a safety car to come out today, because we really
Had it all.
yeah, certainly have. Comment in the chat, Dawidek, do you agree that on board with Carrera fan he's short shifting quite considerably here?
Let me have a look. Yeah, he's upshifting when he doesn't need to, like 7, 6, 8
Yeah.
gear.
Although he
Maybe
did
just
take
losing a lot of power.
second gear into turn 5, which I think is pretty brave in these conditions. Maybe he was just using it to get the car slowed down, but yeah, certainly I think it's brave in dry conditions to use second there. Good info from Lightning on the chat. Last time in a real life McLaren 1-2 was Brazil 2012 apparently.
Major throwback.
Definitely. They were gorgeous cars as well, those chrome and silver McLarens, yeah. Dream team as well. So Dan back right underneath Sozenpat's gearbox. I would say he won't be buying anything from Ineos, but I don't know if anybody buys anything from Ineos really. It's a strange old brand, isn't it? Yeah, so he's pretty close here. The rest of the field are quite spread out. Porchy and Zonic are quite close together. The order at almost the halfway point here is Dittlelick, Exotic and Bacon. So our usual faces at the top here, despite a completely mixed up conditions, and especially when you consider Bacon's starting position of 14th. The cream's been rising to the top, as we often see in Formula 1. Behind them is Fabio, completely on his own here, Fabio, and Sozenpat we see on screen being hounded by Dan and Carrera fan, with Ashtube, Zonic and Porchy making up the top 10. How much fuel saving can you manage, do you think, in the wet, or is it just all attention on maintaining grip?
You see, for the wet, I normally underfuel my car a lot because every single corner I take in clean. The only time I really go off clean in the wet is grip, so it's very easy to fuel save in the wet.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's going to be a problem for most people.
Yeah. Yeah. So right now, as Lightning in the chat mentions, Exotic's in the pound seats right now, but of course there's still quite a few laps to run, and it's probably too early to read much into the penalty situation. We'll have to check in again towards the end of the race. Just a reminder then of our changes of position. Yeah, there's Bacon. Sozenpat, I haven't mentioned his progress up the field, but that's been strong as well, despite right now holding up, I think, this trainer car's behind him.
Yeah. It's very hard to pass in the wet. and especially it's Canada, there's not that many overtaking opportunities apart from the straight, and there's no DRS in the wet, so that makes it so much harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm speaking to VSFX right now, he's not so happy about his incident.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess we'll be seeing a report from him.
Yeah, yeah. So that was with Bacon. Was that? Has he mentioned anybody by name?
It was the incident with the Ulick, I think, you know, for a pole.
Yeah.
Yeah, into World Champ. He said they went too wide into World Champions and then he broke his wing, so yeah.
Because it seemed to happen after the pass.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Got done, wasn't it?
It seemed like yeah. Well,
Just seeing a move here from Ashtube, managed to close in under Dan Crowley,
but coming back. No, Dan Crowley's coming back though.
He's got a better line into the chicane. Yeah, Ash is trying to go fully around the outside. He's not doing a switch back there. So this is giving Sozenpat a bit of a breather at this point.
Sozenpat does have 9-second worth of penalties now though, so if Dan can just stay with him, that's condition.
Yeah.
Everyone else around him has more penalties as well. Ashik is on 20 seconds.
Okay. That's got to be a record.
So far, yeah.
The Renaults are having a really good day on the team standings, as well as Haas. The rest of them are pretty spread out. No points at the moment for Ferrari or for Alfa Romeo. So, oh wow, Ash was looking really squirrely there.
Oh, Ben's off again. I don't know if he made contact with Bruno or what, but yeah. It's not
Ben's off.
right now.
No, that's right. Yeah, it certainly was. I think it looked like Ash, rather than trying to cut the corner, I think he just kind of lost grip and made a mistake. I would say. Yeah, everyone's still on inters. It's not looking like it's going to get fully dry. Do you think?
Nah, it doesn't look like it.
No.
But like, that's the thing about this game. Like, out of nowhere, you just turn dry.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to stop raining for like a lap, and then all of a sudden, the sun's out, proper dry.
Just seeing Carrera Fan and Ash, the Haas cars exchange positions and quite easily. So looks like Ash decided to let him go. Yeah. So maybe Carrera looking like he's got a little bit more pace, or maybe Ash thinking, look, I've got so many penalties, there's no point holding up my teammate.
20 seconds worth. I wonder if he's going to get any more. Let's hope not.
No.
Because he's getting close to that disqualification phase.
How many, is it number of penalties or number of seconds that you get DSQ?
Sure. I think it's, if you get close to 30, I think that's when you get disqualified.
There goes Ben. Ben, we've just lost Ben Dawidek.
Yeah. Did he retire in the pitch? Yeah, it looks like it.
Looks like it, I think. So at least he did it the right way. But yeah, sadly, I can't believe how many safety cars we've had in Celeritas across the divisions in the first 4 races, and we haven't had a single one with an accident. I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't understand. It might be because I think the damage is on reduced through this division, so
it is, and I don't think anybody's had a huge impact. There tend to be glancing blows and small amounts of damage. So here comes Carrera Fan trying to get the inside of Dan, but didn't get far enough alongside. So kept it clean and didn't force the issue. He'll try again, I'm sure, in a few corners' time. I would imagine Ben isn't particularly keen to chat, but yeah, he said he got a 15-second penalty just for spinning and catching it. So yeah, yeah, it is shocking. But we have seen on Celeritas, it's never worth just giving up, because the amount of places you can make towards the end of a race based on penalties or other car retirements is difficult. We just lost Cohen, Dawidek.
What happened? Did he lose it?
I don't know, but it looks like we've finally got a full course yellow or virtual safety car right now. So I wonder if that's had something to do with Cohen's retirement. He's gone. Zonic is really far down in the order as well.
Yeah.
Just a VSC at this stage. Dittle's walking it at the moment. He'll be hoping that doesn't turn into a full safety car.
Because virtual safety cars in the wet, the delta can be really inconsistent. Like,
yeah.
You do one corner and it like goes up by like almost a second. So
yeah.
People need to be very careful.
We've just seen, I think, Branch has gone for a second. Has he?
Yeah.
For what? Is that?
Speeding under VSC.
Oh dear. Okay,
but
so
does
that's.
have a 15-second gap. So he might come out ahead of Bacon. I'm not sure.
That's just changed the shape of the race completely, because iExotic had almost a net lead, or at least getting very close to the podium. He's just lost. He's certainly going to lose second, and we're at full racing speed, aren't we?
Just ahead of Fabio.
Okay.
Actually, no. He's going to come up quite a bit ahead. He's coming out next to Bacon.
To see him. Yeah, there's Bacon making it down into turn one, so he's going to come out quite a decent position ahead of Bacon. So not the end of the world for iExotic.
Yeah.
Serve that penalty now, so it's just what we see on the screen at the moment. He's just got 3 seconds still to pay, but of course has lost massive ground to vying for the lead.
He was quite close, because he had 3 seconds less than Dittlick, and he was floating around about 4-5 second gap.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was quite close.
Dawidek, it's looking dry. It's looking like.
Yeah. See what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely. It's just suddenly gone, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And everyone's on the similar age. I don't think the rain's falling, so it's not quite time.
Sure. Yeah, it's not time, but the track will be ready very soon.
Yeah.
But I can see some people, try to risk it and go on them now, which is going to be a very bad decision.
The thing is, if you're outside the points, you've kind of got nothing to lose, have you?
Yeah.
Pricey saying softs to the end. I think that's a fair point.
Yeah.
They're much easier to heat up. No, I thought iExotic was going into the pits, but no, he stays out. So further down the order, still back and forth between the drivers. Oh look, Carrera fan got past Dan and is going to head up to tackle Sozenpat now. So that's worked out for Haas so far. And I'm just going to look down further down the order and see if anyone chances their arm on dry tyres this lap round. But these guys are so far down.
She's making a move on Dan. Turn one.
Yeah. Oh, that's tight. Putting two wheels on the grass. Dan taking the faster line round to get the inside line on turn 2. That will reverse itself for Ash, but looks like he's not going to get much better traction. No change of position, and they all held it together there. Thanks for that. Oh no, Dan's just completely lost it under braking. Swerving around the track. He saved it, but I do think Ash is going to get by. Do you know, I almost said down into turn 1 that Dan was really flirting with danger, putting 2 wheels on the grass under braking, and he did exactly the same thing on turn 5. So possibly Lightning saying the track's going to take 2 more laps to dry out.
I can see that, yeah.
Definitely less spray.
Still too wet, yeah, there's still a lot of spray.
Here comes Carrera fan, he's pretty close to Sozenpat now. It's good to have everyone on the chat. It's so action-packed, it's hard to know what to look at from one moment to the next. Zonic Gamer Dowdek has chanced his arm on the softs. So he's going to be the guinea pig, but he is 29 seconds behind Bruno ahead. So as I mentioned, he's got nothing to lose running around at the back and so far down the order. So why not?
I just received sad news that Dan Ratcliffe will no longer be racing for Celeritas eSports. So yeah, I wonder what happened. That,
I hope he changes his mind. But yeah, that is breaking news.
Already.
Well, okay.
Yeah, so. Man's gone.
Oh, did we just see an accident, or is that Ben's car? Was that Porchy? No, it's not. It's Zonic. It's Zonic letting people go, possibly? Is he just letting people go? I think he has been lapped, but he was off track for a moment, I think, possibly. He's just struggling on these softs and let people go. Bruno's pitted from the penultimate running position as well. He knows there's nothing to lose here, so...
I think the track might be drying up.
It might be the moment.
I'm looking at Zonic and he's really struggling.
Yeah. But of course, the longer he spends letting people by offline, the colder those softs are going to be.
Yeah.
And that's gonna make problems for everybody. Exotic has decided to pit. Everyone's going. We've still got some action on track though. Carrera fan diving down the inside. Sorry, Ashtube on Dan. Yeah. Is he gonna get the move done? I think so. Yeah, I think that's good change there. But yeah, the front running of all the teammates have pitted in the midfield. Dittle, Bacon, Fabio all staying out for now.
I want to see down on the softs. May look at Carrera fan.
Pretty sure I just saw Porchy in the background running wide, but maybe he's burnt out those inters now. So chances are this couldn't have come at a better time, this drying conditions, because I don't think those inters were going to last much longer. It's like 28 already, Dowdek.
Another 2 second penalty. 26 seconds.
Okay, so yeah, he can't be with us for long, surely. Over 26.
The stewards are going to have a look in a sec.
Look at that.
That's going to get black flagged. But yeah, the softs do look like they're starting to find some grip now.
Good stuff. Okay, Bacon has pitted. Dittle stayed out. Yeah, and Fabio. So Bacon's dropping down, but he won't be dropping down quite as many places because Ash and I think Dan behind him has decided to pit at the same time. So Dittle and Fabio risking getting undercutted by Bacon. Probably not Dittle, but you know, certainly Fabio, I imagine. Let's check out where does Bacon come out. He's only 6 behind Fabio at the moment and gaining pretty fast. Yeah, gaining fast. Looks like Carrera got the better of Sozenpat through those pit stops as well, or just on the way out. Yeah, I think he's just got the move done on the outlap. It's like 28 of 35. Looks like completely dry. Not a puddle in sight. And apparently a load of marbles off offline here. Yeah, amazing. Yeah. Impossible Bacon has gained almost 3 seconds this half a lap. This outlap, I think, from where he rejoined.
Still in a good position because he doesn't have any penalties, but he has lost a lot of time.
Yeah. Dittle's pitted now, of course, so.
Fabio went into the pits as well.
Where's Dittle?
I think everyone else is on softs now.
Already far and away, yeah. That was it. Fabio was the last one to go.
I want to see where Fabio comes out. He might come out behind Carrera.
I think he has. Certainly lost 2 places. 3 now, unless he gets it back on Dan.
Big gap on them as well.
He did.
So, he lost a lot of time.
Really mistimed that. He's now down in 5th place.
Finish this race. Because the people in front of him, 12, 18 and 12 second worth of penalties.
Yeah. No, doing well. So let's go back to look at penalties. Now we know everyone's on softs and no one will pit again by choice. Yeah, so Bacon has managed to recruit. Oh, a move up here from Dan on Fabio as Fabio gets used to those tyres and warm them up. Dan got past him, so looks like Dan's enjoying the dry tyres a lot more than he was those inters.
He's in a really good spot, only 3-second penalty.
He is.
So.
Somehow Bacon's managed to get 12 seconds of penalties just in this race, so he's lucky that currently third place Carrera fan has 18.
He is 13 seconds ahead though, so I think Bacon might keep P2.
I think that's nailed on at the moment. Yeah,
Dan just the fastest lap, so he's got some pace in the dry.
He has. He's enjoying these tyres.
Looks like Fabio's struggling a bit. Yeah, he just picks up a penalty as well.
Can't seem to generate heat in those tyres.
Yeah.
Really struggling. Taking a big chunk of the exit of 5 as well there, I see. And getting very close to that wall on the exit of 6. Wow. You get that camera angle, you can see just how much the Armco juts out by the bridge there under braking. Usually when you're staring down at your timing screen for your sector 2 as well. So Bruno is doing well on 0 penalties. And he's the only one. Yeah.
Fair play to him for not picking up any penalties so far. That's
absolutely
actually quite a good accomplishment.
He's got Military Shadow paying a lot of attention behind him right now.
Yeah.
So Bruno is clean but cautious and a little bit too slow today on Canada, but we know he's got a lot of pace in other races. Yeah. Do you think you could keep an eye on fastest lap for us, Derek, while I watch those penalties rack up? Because we're going to lose track of the track position.
Because the track keeps getting better and better.
Yeah.
So everyone's just swapping fastest laps at the moment.
Ash has paid some of those penalties because we saw him up at 26, didn't we? He's now down to 24 seconds. He must have paid something in the pits, whether he got like a contact penalty. Yeah.
Little like did set the fastest lap, and he's still gaining on his time. Each lap is like a second faster. So it just shows how much better the track's getting. He's got
loads of pace and will definitely be one of the candidates for promotion at the end of the season, I'm sure. Just watching Ash get past Exotic. Ash get past Fabio there on the way out of the hairpin. Fabio is having complete opposite race to Dan and is really struggling in the dry conditions. Do you think maybe he's on a wet setup?
A lot of people might have committed to the wet setups because it was pretty much a full wet race.
Yeah.
But the people that balanced it out are going to be succeeding. Yeah.
I mean, credit to Bacon for managing to organise the race and match the predicted conditions in a restarted lobby. That's great stuff from him. And he's not having a bad race either. So.
11 positions made up.
Yeah. Making up for yesterday.
He wasn't happy about yesterday, but
he was not. He wasn't happy about my commentary yesterday either.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh dear. So it's lap 33. We're almost at the end of the race. Some action there from Dan taking Sozenpat. I think he had DRS, did he? Yeah, DRS has been enabled now, but he was really slow out of the final chicane, and Sozenpat is able to retaliate. Coming up the inside, they're touching. Turned around. That was. I do think that Dan had a wheel ahead under braking, but definitely neither of them. Well, I guess it's Dan not leaving room for.
He could have probably left a little bit more room.
But especially given that he was going to turn right into the next corner. But robust defence. He doesn't want to get held up, and I imagine there's a little bit of frustration there having just passed Susan Pat on track.
Yeah.
So I wonder if we'll be seeing that afterwards in the chat. Yeah, Dittle definitely making a claim on the Rainmaster title today.
Yeah. He's been very dominant today.
And it wasn't all wet setup either, because he's driving fine in the dry. Yeah. Does he still have fastest lap right now?
No, I think Ashtube took it.
Okay.
The Apples just took it now. So yeah, they're still trading fastest laps.
I think Ashtube, if he manages to stay in the race at the end with these penalties, he may get down to 10th place.
Yeah, because Melody Cham's got 15 seconds.
Yeah.
It's quite far behind.
Yeah.
But possible Bacon is losing time. Dan Crowley could get a P2 here.
I wonder what's happening with Bacon, whether he made a single mistake or it's a combination of setup and grip levels right now.
Dan's 12 seconds behind Impossible Bacon.
Yeah.
And he needs to be 12 seconds ahead. Or within 12 seconds.
Yes. Absolutely.
So yeah, this is going to go right down to the wire.
Bacon's battle to stay on the podium, I think, right now. Because also with only 3 seconds of penalties is Exotic, and he's right up behind Dan. So another mistake from Bacon, and he could end up losing the podium altogether. And he really needs these points in the battle for the championship.
Yep.
He won't want to lose podium-paying points against Dittle, because Dittle's going to make a big jump up the standings.
Yeah, that does just keep on dropping. I think he might have just committed too much to a wet setup, and he's just struggling in the dry. Or he's got damage. Either or.
Sure.
I don't know, because the track is a bit.
So now he needs to find pace, push, stay off track limits, all at the same time on fading softs. This is a big challenge. It's the final lap though. Here comes Dittle. He's weaving down the back straight. Goes through the final chicane. Dittle-Lick, imperious form today, takes the W, wins in Canada for Dittle-Lick, race 5. Great result for him. Let's stay on board with Bacon and see where he comes out. Dittle was that far ahead that Bacon was only just coming out the hairpin. Yeah. He can't even see him. He's that far away. What's going to happen as they cross the line though?
Yeah, I'm interested to see how many positions Bacon loses.
On track, Bacon is going to grab second with a Ferrari just behind. Carrera fan on the race to try and catch Bacon on penalties. It's not going to happen because he's got so many. He's currently crossed the line in third. Dan in fourth, jumps up to second, and Exotic gets in third. Bacon loses the podium right at the death there. Carrera jumps up to sixth, given Ash's penalties. Porchy even. Porchy's just gained up again in seventh. Sozenpat eighth. Looks like everybody's crossed the line apart from Zonic, who I'm sure is doing silly things on track at the moment. Ashtube in ninth, Bruno in 10th. Military getting 11th with Branch. Oh no, I think Zonic did us a favour.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm out of breath. Dodek, can you take us through the grid when we finally get there?
Yeah, sure, no worries.
I don't disagree with that. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. His pace was really strong, and he made up a lot of places. Yeah, that was the sound. Oh, here we go. Dittle-Lick. Terrible Egyptian dance. Lifts the trophy for McLaren in Canada. Dan, debuting with us, takes P2. Great drive, really good drive, strong drive from him. And Fabio taking it steady, staying away from those white lines, paid off for Fabio, and he comes in third for Renault.
Was it not Exotic? I can't remember.
No, you're right. You're right. It was definitely Exotic.
It's rated again.
Yes.
But yeah, so this is our grid. Dittle-Lick finishes in P1, Dan Crawley P2, Exotic P3, Impossible Bacon comes at P4, Fabio P5, Carrera Fan P6, That One Portugal P7, Susan Pat P8, Ashley P9, Bruno P10, Military Shadow P11, Branch Manch P12, Leakos P13, TTV's on Gamer P14, Cohen P15, Ben Ratcliffe 16, TTV Sweaty 17, BSFX 18, and MC Gamer 19, and Alan Gold P20.
That's right.
What a race.
Liakos nabbed the fastest lap at the end there,
Yeah, so no one gets the points for that.
110.6, so a whole second faster than Porchy, than Dittle there. So definitely a lot of pace in Liakos' car. I think maybe he'd saved everything for the last few laps.
Yeah.
But yeah, a 40-second win, as Lightning points out, for Dittle. Tremendous form from him. Brilliant drive. I'm not sure we've been able to speak to him before, so I hope we can tonight.
Yeah. I'm going to invite the podium sitters.
Let's just hold off on our exotic because he's he's fuming at the moment. I think we need to get him to go and take a few breaths before getting on the chart.
That was some race, honestly.
It really was. It really was, and you know,
right to the end.
a word to all the drivers of apology on my part for the technical problems, and thanks for all the patience. We're hoping to be able to get some qualifying coverage, either the pole lap or I know Pricey was there recording the session. I don't know if Pricey's still around in the party and wants to give us his analysis as well as we collect our
Chat's going crazy right now. What the hell?
drivers. Yeah, we really do need though. We really need to keep all the we really need to keep all the chat for a race in the correct division paddock, because I can't watch two channels at once, and YouTube chat and the track. Pricey, have you joined us to give us your views on the race?
Oh, on the race. Oh, I was very excited. Unfortunately, I missed qualifying, so there is no footage of qualifying.
No worries. Well, we know what the result was, and it didn't bear a lot of relation to our finishing order in the end.
No, it didn't, unfortunately.
No.
I was hoping for a couple of safety cars to spice things up a little bit. In between, changeable conditions would have made it a lot of interesting.
Definitely.
racing.
But, it was tricky enough to follow with the penalties as it was, let alone if the cars were a lot closer together.
I was hoping somebody was going to get DSQ'd and my bet would come through, but unfortunately nothing happened on that.
No. Did you spot anything further down the order or anything in the race that we didn't manage to cover on comms?
I just think there was a lot of dive bombs. A lot of dive bombs, a lot of people going for some very questionable moves through some very questionable corners.
I think we'll be seeing a lot of reports.
Yeah, I'm not. Whoever's Div 2 steward, I feel sorry for you. Oh, have fun now.
Yeah. So Daradek had a terrible race yesterday. He's now got a steward unexpectedly commentate and steward a tremendously difficult race, all in preparation for his own race tomorrow. So
hopefully you have the same fortune that you did on Thursday tomorrow. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. We're not forcing any. Just to mention, we're not forcing anyone to do interviews. It'd be nice to speak to Dittle, but maybe Dittle, you can just send us a quick few lines on how you found all that pace. Maybe as you get ready for dinner. I know you've already waited a long time, and it's totally understandable if this is really pushing it for our drivers. But yeah, let us know, Dittle, if you're still following us. Let's have just a few lines on your race. That'd be cool. Have we got Bacon or Exotic? I
don't think anyone wants to speak to us. Legit.
Well, the thing is, you come on commentary, you come on a press interview, and you say something, and your steward is listening in live on chat. You're kind of going to get worried that you're going to do yourself out of a position, aren't you? Well, that was a bit of a nightmare of an evening. Unfortunately, we've had a lot of support from everyone in the chat, and I really appreciate everybody's spotting things, letting us know what's going on, and all the admin help we've had from Pricey, from Bacon, from everybody else on the everybody else who's contributed.
Looks like we can get down for an interview.
Who are we getting? Dan. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Great
PT.
stuff. Dan, if you're listening in on the stream, do make sure when you join us that your audio party settings are set to share, because that's done us in for a lot of interviews so far. We've just been a one-on-one chat with me generally. Yeah, Carrera fans available, I think, Dawidek. But yeah, I'll see if Dan pops up on my notifications. Wow, what a race! I know my voice is going to be struggling tomorrow after 3 consecutive nights doing this. Yeah. Pricey, can you take any learnings from that tonight?
Any learnings?
Yeah.
Oh, no, there was no Dawidek spins in there, so
Yeah. You see that tomorrow.
so I'm hoping for a safety car lap 1. In all fairness.
Yep.
Very high chance.
I don't know if you caught the, but it seemed like MC Gamer managed to press the clutch on his new pedals instead of the brake on corner 1, which is how he accrued 15 seconds.
I was a little bit unsure. I don't know if he was like drag racing or something, because he went off the line and just went straight. Like,
yeah. I'm having.
Bear with me on the chat here. I've just got a friend request from Dan, our second place driver. I think Dan should be able to join the chat even if he's not my friend right now.
No, you need to add him.
Okay, I'll get that. I think Dawidek's managed to do that for us, so bear with me while I vamp for a second. My PlayStation doesn't particularly want to access the friend request lists. And there it was. Thanks. Brilliant stuff. Okay, this is definitely a night to rely on your friends for me. So thank you to everyone for all their assistance. Let's chat with Carrera Fan while I manage to organise everything else. Carrera Fan, are you with us?
Indeed, I am.
Good stuff. How was your race? It looked like you had a lot of midfield battles going on.
I'm very happy with that race.
Yeah.
You know, started actually for the past 4 races. You know, compared to quali pace and race pace, I've always been really weak on the quali pace. So managed to start the race top 10, so P9. Unfortunately, one of the drivers started the race a little bit early and got a drive-through, but of course then I thought it was lights out and away we go, so I got a drive-through as well, so that was a bit off-putting. But yeah,
was that just a nervous clutch let out, or were you watching the car instead of the lights?
A bit of both, I'd say.
Okay, fair play.
Yeah, but so dropped down all the way to P19 and with quite a gap to the other runners, but yeah, managed to get my way through it and score a decent P6, so I'm happy with that.
That was good, yeah. Looked like you and your teammate were cooperating a little bit.
Yeah, we were on a separate party chat, you know, just to talk about like whether, you know, we don't want to mess each other up on pit stops. So, you know, we took turns. So when I was trying to overtake the racing point, if I couldn't, then we'd say, you know, all right, you try now. And we just kept switching it around, try not to mess each other up, and it worked. So, yeah, it was
good stuff. So was that were you actually connected on voice chat, or just an understanding between the pair of you ahead?
Yeah, we'd even do that. We talked before the race, you know, for every race, you know, if one of us is quicker than the other, let's not hold each other back. Excellent. Or if one of us has more penalties, you know, let's just let the faster car go through and try and make up some ground.
Excellent. Well, it's good to see team spirit in operation. What about the conditions? How difficult was it out there today?
It was tricky, actually. There were some difficult spots. Definitely the exit out of turn 2 was, I think, the most difficult. The final corner, the final chicane, actually, I thought that was going to be really bad, but it actually wasn't too bad. I was anticipating worse, but I managed to cope with it. But yeah, turn 2, the exit of that was really, the rear wanted to kick out and spin the car around, but luckily I managed it. So.
Good stuff. Well, a great drive today. I really appreciate you stopping by for a chat. I understand. I think we'll be hearing from you again tomorrow on comms.
For Division 1, I believe.
Yeah, great
tomorrow's
stuff.
Race, so that'll be interesting to see what they do with their strategy. See if it's a similar race.
It will be interesting. Obviously, we know it rains often in Canada, but whether we get 2 from 2, that's a different situation, right?
And if that happens again, it was a very tough decision on whether making one stop. First, it said it would be wet, and that's it. But then obviously it changed on, and then the question is when you were on the wets, then it was recommending to go on another set of wets, but it was quite difficult because obviously you can't predict the weather. Jeff says 10 minutes, but then it comes in 5, so so I decided to go on the wets. Obviously, you had to go on the wets at the start. I don't think anyone would try something different there. But I went to the inters then, and I decided just to weigh on it. I didn't think I was going to make up too much ground with another set of inters because obviously then, it dry up. It really dried up really quickly, actually, from one lap to the other, and it completely went dry. So, I'm glad I didn't pit.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, yeah, great to talk to you. I'm keen to get hold of Dan, our second place driver, if possible. I think he's waiting on the chat. So, good to talk to you, Carrera fan, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
Cheers,
lads.
man. Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Dan, did I just hear you speak up there? Oh yeah, good. We're pretty exhausted watching that. How was it in the driving seat? Are you sure it wasn't just the rain? No. Well, a very strong drive from you. You're only reserve driving with us, but did you enjoy your first proper race? No, it looked like you had comparatively less pace in the wet, but the minute it went dry, you were just like a rocket ship, right? Yeah. Yep. Absolutely, yeah. Well, it was really good watching you drive through the field, especially in those last few laps. Fantastic stuff. Were you happy with your strategy?
I think he did make contact.
Yeah, was it Sozenpat in the Mercedes?
Might have been.
Yeah, it was a bit tricky, but yeah, I don't think you were kind of absolutely side by side. I think you'd got most of the move done, but obviously it's up to Sozenpat if he wants to report that, and of course we've got independent stewards who will make a determination. But in terms of championship, obviously that's not a big deal for you not participating in this championship, but you will be driving with Jamie in Division 3. Am I right? Great stuff. And you'll be sitting hoping to get another reserve seat? So have you done many league races before? Yep. It's a very different game, isn't it? A very different game to be doing the longer stuff, because the concentration difference needed is considerable.
Dan, I've got a question for you. So we've got 2 people that left Division 2 after today's race. So we've just been speaking, and we're wondering if you would like to see, because after today's drive, like, you're definitely fast enough for Division 2. It's just whether you can make to there every single day. So yeah, up to you. You've got the Div 2 seat there if you want it. Every Friday, 6 o'clock UK time.
Call it Irish time.
Yeah, so we'll give you the points for this race, I reckon, as a full-time driver.
That sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah, because you've definitely got the pace. I remember when I went to Ireland on a school rugby tour, our teachers told us that Irish time was 15 minutes earlier, and and then penalised us for being late to meetings and matches and stuff. So yeah. It was a good crack. Well, no, great to see you, Dan. Thanks for joining, and for sticking around at the end as well. Congratulations on the 2nd place. Really good to see you. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks. I think that might be all of our drivers, Dawidek.
Yeah, it is.
Bacon had I think just 2 words for today's race, and yeah, I'm not gonna share those, but you can use your imagination if you're still with us on the stream. Yeah, a chaotic, wet, dry race in Canada, and chaos on the technical side, all down to my fault. So we're finishing a little late tonight, and for that, obviously, I apologise. Hopefully tomorrow it's going to be a better situation. Thanks for stepping in on comms, Dawidek, and all the support to everyone, Pricey and Bacon particularly. We're looking forward to a repeat of the venue tomorrow night. And I don't know if Dawidek, are you looking forward to a repeat of the weather, or having seen that you think no, let's go dry?
Yeah.
Well, let's hope that tomorrow you can keep the car pointing in the correct direction.
Honestly, I am not confident. See, after competing in this league and the past, I think 4 races, I've been involved at least like 1 incident per race. So I haven't had a clean race yet. So yeah.
No, music to my ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you're really worried about everybody, Pricey, with your pace. I'm sure you're keeping a tight eye on those mirrors to see everybody have their problems behind you.
No, we've got Renko now. I'm going to be looking forward towards him.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We also had someone do a side up with crazier times than Ranko.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see.
And has he got do you think he's got the same consistency as pace over a full race? Yeah.
I guess we'll find out, but from what I can tell, the drive he is pretty good, especially in the wet. Like, his pace was really strong.
Let's just hope it doesn't rain.
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't rain.
Okay, well, you heard it here first. Predictions for the race. Pricey worried about Renko, and Dawidek worried about rain.
I'm worried about myself.
And Codemasters, of course. Well, yeah, good to have everyone on the stream tonight and all the support. But I'm going to say good night, and we'll catch you on the next race day tomorrow night, same time on Celeritas YouTube channel. Thanks, everyone.